The following story is not my personal experience, but it is very bizarre. I was shocked when I first heard it. I watched many comedies at night, and I couldn't stop the fragile heart of the sudden jump. I hope everyone is mentally prepared. Well, let's start the text below. This story is told by one of my masters, and she personally experienced it. But because I can't prove the authenticity of the event, everyone has heard it. That year my master was a fresh graduate student and was an intern at a foreign-related hotel in Beijing. Because it is a foreign-funded hotel, the proportion of foreign guests who occupy the store is relatively large. And this incident happened to a foreign guest. One night, it was already late. A foreigner returned to his room and felt that he should have a drink. Unfortunately, the beer in the freezer was already finished. So he came to a coffee bar in the middle of the floor. He was going to buy some wine, and he was looking for someone to chat. I remember very clearly that this coffee bar is not in the hotel lobby but in the middle of the floor. I don't remember the specific floor. Closing parenthesis. He saw two waitresses, so he greeted him and showed his intentions. I didn't want the two waiters to reject him bluntly, saying that they have gone out of business and refused to provide services. He said that he was puzzled, so he argued with them and said that he would complain about this situation to your lobby manager the next day, and then he would return to the room with anger. Early the next morning, when he checked out, he made a complaint to the lobby manager. The lobby manager at the time accepted the matter and said that it was indeed a nap time, and it was really sorry to be unable to provide services to you. However, the foreign guests thought that the bar was brightly lit during the so-called wartime. The waiters were still chatting together. He could not understand. I hope the hotel can give an explanation. The manager then promised to investigate the matter and give him a satisfactory answer. At the same time, ask him if he remembers who the waiter is on duty. The foreigner reported the name of one of the foreigners and said that she heard the name of another waiter. She also said it, of course, the English name. Basically, the waiter of each foreign hotel has its own English name. Closing parenthesis. The manager was very confused at the time, because no one in the class seemed to call the two names. I suspect that there are people who are on the job, but who is not so late is still at home? Then I asked if the foreign guests could provide more details. The foreigner thought for a while and asked for it. He asked for a piece of paper and drew a few strokes and handed it to the manager. The manager took a look and his face was white. I saw the outline of a Chinese name on the piece of paper, and he would never forget the name. Last year, two waiters committed suicide by jumping off the building. The foreign guests wrote the name of one of them. Follow-up, the manager later went to check the monitoring of the night. There was only one foreign guest talking to the air, and my master, who was the coffee bar on the night. After knowing this, directly applied for a change of position.